All right, everyone, how about a Soulmate Journey reading? We haven't done one of these in a little while. I got one deck for the brand new BMW of the DF side, and a deck here for the what appears to be to me the energy of a 74 Pinto coming off of it again from the DM side. I don't know. That's just what it feels like. I haven't mentioned the cars in a while in these. Why today? Well, I don't know. Feels very Pinto-y. Feels very brand new BMW-y to me. Very nice. Maybe one of the new electric ones. I don't know. Who knows? Let's shuffle the deck for the DF side. Get started. I'll tell you it's a general reading. May or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. All right, there's a whole playlist of these. You're all moving at different speeds on your timelines through the cycle and all of that. So this could be near future influence for you, or it could be right where you're at, or where you've been. I don't know. Let's go. Give me the DF side, universe. First off, which is the majority of my viewers, aside from a few enlightened DMs that come here, which I always acknowledge. Let's go. Give me the DF side. What are the energies right now here at this point in the Soulmate Journey cycle? 7 cups at the bottom. The environmental energy is 7 cups. Wow. And 4 swords. The DF side is taking this time, or will be, taking this time to look at some options. What do I want to do? It's like the energy of if somebody says, what's your 5-year plan? It's like this. You go home, think about your 5-year plan. It's a bit of this kind of energy here. All right? Now, that's the majority energy. Energy is always in layers. There's a thinner layer here that's probably just for a few of you. Somebody's wondering why nothing's happening. Okay? Stop wondering why nothing's happening. You're manifesting nothing happening. Can I tell you that? Can I teach you something about energy right now? I do not, speaking personally, I do not wonder why this isn't happening, or why that isn't happening, why is nothing. I do not do that because you're putting it out there. The universe picks up, the energy around you picks up the frustration. It's a binary universe. It's binary energy, zeros and ones, yes, no, good, bad. There's no gray area. So be careful about that. So if you're wondering why nothing's happening, stop it. Go about your business. Leave the door open. If this side's going to come in, let them come in. Right? It's like you're trying to entice a raccoon into your house with some food. You don't stand there over the bowl of food. The raccoon will stay at the door. He won't come in. You got to walk away and pretend you're doing stuff in the kitchen way off to the side. And then you look over and there he is eating the food. It's a bit like that. All right? So that's for some of you. For the majority of you here, you're looking at options. You're taking some time right now to look at some options. Let's clarify with the little animal deck. Hold on. Cards are falling out. The little animal deck. There we go. Randomly at the bottom is a 7 of Swords. A lot of deceptions being brought to light. A lot of things you're being shown, right? Being shown where things are wrong, where they're not right. Oh, if you find yourself in this energy about anything saying, oh, that's not right. Well, it probably isn't. All right, let's see. Why is it? Tell me about the 4 of Swords. The 7 of Cups will come with it. Tell me about the 4 of Swords on the DF side. What's going on here? Let's see what we got. Just in this context here. I got 4 Wands, which is crossing the center card I'm going to pull, which is red with the 7 of Cups. So right before I even pull anything, I can tell you the energy that's here is, yeah, you're looking at options. You're putting together, what do I want to do? And you're doing it in an energy of healing. You're doing it in a very enlightened energy, like a lot of clarity. And there is. Neptune's about to go retrograde. I'm about to pull on that. That Neptune retrograde is going to blend with Saturn retrograde right on top of Mercury changing signs. It's going to be a very powerful energy. It'll be a very powerful reading. I'm probably going to pull it tomorrow. That being said, here's that new path. What path do I want to walk? Well, there's a whole bunch of paths. Some of them are harder than others. It's like showing up at a trail, right? We have them here, right? There's easy trails and hard trails and whatever. You're picking which one you want to do. What's on top here? The 6 of Wands. Yeah, this is a very good energy to do this in, okay? Whatever I'm talking about here, it's a very good energy to do this in. To figure out what path you want to walk. Where are you going next? Where are we off to? Right? It's a very good energy. Heart chakra wide open here. It's an energy conducive to you figuring it out. It's conducive to victory. All right? Center card. Crossed by 4 Wands, which is all red with 7 cups. The Queen of Wands. See that? Why are you doing this? This is the base energy. This is the environmental energy that you're behaving in. You're looking at superficial shit. You're looking at nonsense. You're looking at stuff you want to try and find the right path to go down. That's what you're doing. You're not really worried about this energy over here, other than that thin band of you that are here, the lesser number, that are wondering why nothing's happening. Nothing's happening from this side, probably because you're putting it out there that nothing's happening, but also the energy is actually providing you an opportunity for something to happen. Something about you to happen, you to decide. I can tell you it's pretty superficial if you're sitting around wondering why nothing's happening. If nothing's happening, go make something happen. That's my policy. You know, I mean, it is what it is. It's perfect. Perfect. What's red with the Six of Wands? The Three of Pentacles. Again, it's conducive to victory, to building, to moving in the right direction. So, fine. Take whatever advice I gave over here. Stop wondering if you're in that thin band, why nothing's happening. The energy is providing you an opportunity to figure out where you're going, to actually make something happen, and make something happen that's real. If nothing's happening, it's probably not supposed to happen with whoever it is you're thinking about it's supposed to happen with. Well, it's obviously not if it's not happening. Or it might happen in the future. It doesn't mean you need to sit there and do nothing. At the end of the day, the energy is very conducive to you figuring out what's next. Looking at your options. Getting rid of the superficial nonsense ones and going for quality. The Four of Wands. And having some good conversations with yourself. Now, for some of you, you may get a fakey McFakerman person come in and talk to you. I've got blue here. I got throat chakra here in the middle of this Four of Wands. There is potential for communication. It's small, though. It's very small. Okay, let's pull on the DM side. Give me the DM side here. So this is something happening. There's a lot happening here. This is where making plans is doing something, right? Figuring out where you're going next. Figuring out what's next. Asking the universe, trying to manifest what's next. All of it. That's doing something. Dreaming very strong in the energy right now. Dream yourself up a little dream. Show the universe what you want. Don't sit around and go, why is nothing happening? That's just telling the universe you don't want something to happen. Right? You're putting it out there. Why is nothing happening? That's like telling God you don't have faith. I don't have faith in you. I put the prayer out, fine, but probably not going to get it. You know, that's not pray. That's what? You're going to make a priest cry if you do that. I mean, I'm just using it as an example. I'm just saying, manifesting is nothing more than informed prayer. That's all it is. You're asking for something. You're putting it out there with faith, with feeling. It's all the same. You can call it whatever you want. All right, let's go. Woo, DM energy. Oh, I was just talking about him, wasn't I? Right? I just got done with that. There's the Hierophant, and it's crossed by the Knight of Cups. I've got an energy here that is making some long-term changes in their life. This feels remarkably familiar to me. It may have been the final section of the thank you reading that I did earlier today. I'm not sure. Somebody here, either I've got somebody that's taken another crack at a relationship. If they're married or in a relationship, they're taking another crack at it. They're setting up the romantic dinner to try to make it work or something like that. Or they're wanting something else from it. The energy goes both ways. I don't know what the majority is here. I have to look underneath this. Yeah, the Seven of Wands. Yeah, somebody here just refuses to let go of something long term. See, this is the difference. This is the thing. It's what I'm saying. This is stubborn. This is keeping the distance. This is just, on this side here, I know from the thank you reading when I pulled it, I've got this side here looking at the right way to go, eliminating superficial things, moving down new paths, getting victory, willing to let go of things that have proved themselves to be deceptive, all of that. I get all of that over here. And over here, the majority energy, the primary energy is always in layers. I've given you a couple of layers. But the majority energy here is somebody who's insistent on making something that's been long-term in their life work. Whatever it is, we take another crack at it. Maybe we get a bigger cup this time and it'll work better. If I show up on a nicer horse, it'll work better. It's got nothing to do with this side. It's got all to do with self-contained energy here. It's a bit of laziness on some level. It's a bit of that. Look, why do I always have this card somewhere in relation to the DM? It's like the Burger King, the King of Wands. This card is somewhere. It's my guy with his head in his hand, right? Self-sabotage. Okay? How many times is this side going to... It's why I called it a 74 Pinto. I did. How many fucking times does somebody have to stick their hand in something called a meat grinder and have their hand ground before they find out it's going to do it every time you stick the hand in? It's called a meat grinder. Whatever this is, this long-term thing is a real meat grinder for this person, but they insistent on holding on to it. Oh, I'll just try again. We'll set up the romantic dinner, or we'll do something. It's just over and over. It's like a skipping record. All right. And they wonder, why does it keep ending the same way? It's the universe is always talking to you. The energy around us is always talking to us. It's telling us when things are over, when they're past their expiration date. Everything in our lives has an expiration date. Every person in our lives has an expiration date where they need to be with us. It's not always in this lifetime. You could be together with somebody for a whole lifetime and a little bit of the next one, but everything has an expiration date. All right? Sometimes we just got on the DM side, we got them staying, eating the moldy bread way too long and wondering why they get sick. What's going on with the Hierophant? Tell me about it. The Knight of Cups and Seven of Wands is going to come with it. Tell me about the Hierophant. That's why it's a very small possibility somebody shows up over here in this particular energy. I think what happens is they try and make it work and it doesn't work. They try and stick with the same old, the long-term thing, and it doesn't work. Even though the universe is trying to show them with this Hierophant, the same thing it was trying to show you with your Hierophant in the thank you reading earlier, right? Only they're not listening. Right? It's trying to show them, and again, they're just going to get proved again that it's not supposed to be continuing on. A lot of these DMs are in karmic situations where they were just supposed to learn a lesson. Doesn't have to be married, or they could be single. They're in karmics. They're living out some kind of karma. They got the lesson from it already, and they should have moved on from it, and they didn't. It just keeps coming up. That's why I keep calling them a 74 Pinto. You keep taking the car to the shop over and over again, costing you $1,000 a week to keep it on the road, and you just refuse to get another one because you've already put money into it. I put all that money into it. I got to keep going now. No, you don't. It's sunk cost. You don't have to keep going. In fact, it's all that shit you've done and all that. It's not worth it. On a marriage front, the same analogy. It's somebody who stays in a bad relationship. Well, I've been in it for 10 years. I might as well keep going. What the fuck kind of logic is that? Why? I know that's a recipe for another 10 years of bullshit. That's all it is. You know. The Hierophant, why is it here? Let's clarify. Let's go. Well, bottom of the deck, I haven't looked yet, is the Magician. Very interesting. It's transformation. It's, I want to say it's smoke and mirrors. It's not really. We'll see. It's crossing the center card I pull. It's red with the Knight of Cups. What's on top? The Sun. Look at that. See? Look. What did I say? I compared this to the thank you reading I did earlier. It's not just it's the energy around all of us is trying to show us something. And somebody here is just not, they're just defensive to it. They're just not listening. No, it's fine. I'll keep things the way they are. Okay. But the universe is like trying to show them something here. Okay, center card, red with the Knight of Cups, crossed by the Magician. I can't wait to see this. It's Temperance. Somebody's got some kind of backwards logic here. When I see the Magician, you know, because magicians, let's say it this way, magicians do tricks, right? They pull rabbits out of hats, right? This is a very truthy card. Archangel Michael energy gives you the hardline truth, which is why it presents often as healing, right? It gives you the hardline truth. Somebody here is taking the truth and turning it into some sort of rabbit out of a hat, twisting it into their own, whatever makes sense to them in the moment, right? It's sort of like what I often tell you about readings. Don't try to make them fit. It either resonates or it doesn't, and maybe if it doesn't, at least maybe there's something I say that helps you out on a psychological front or makes you think about something, which helps you out somewhere else. At the end of the day here, somebody's making something fit purely because it's long term. It's that person that keeps fixing the car because they've fixed it in the past. No, that's not the reason to keep it. It's a money pit. Get rid of it. This is the same person who stays in a bad marriage because they've been in it for 10 years. So I'm going to keep fighting and keep working at it. No, it's going to be just the odds are, it's going to be just another 10 years of shit. And then you're another 10 years older. And then another 10. You're going to keep doing 10s? We only got so many 10s. All right? It's this person who takes the truth and twists it into something that works for them, especially because the truth isn't working for them. The universe is trying to show them the proper path, a new path, but they're resistant to it. It's saying it's time to go. The universe is saying time to go. Time to move it in a new direction. Maybe time to move over toward this direction. Nope, 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 nope. Very defensive. What's red with the sun? Very defensive. Look, I ain't making this shit up. You see, I don't know that's there. I just show you. 5 of Wands is red with the sun. I just said the universe trying to show them, hey, time to move. The truth is it's time to leave. Nope, I'm defensive to it. And here it is. 5 of Wands. Very combative about what the universe is showing them. So the universe, Archangel Michael here, gives them the truth. And they're like, no, no, no. It's like my narcissist neighbor, right? My neighbor I talk about sometimes who's a real narcissist. He's classic. You can actually have fun with it because I know in advance what he's going to do, right? Anytime you say something to him, he will flip it back on you. Sort of like that old schoolyard thing of, I know you are, but what am I? Right? You call somebody, well, you're an idiot. Oh, I know you are, but what am I? Right? Like that little thing we used to do in like 3rd grade. Well, that's what narcissists do. That's what this energy is doing. It's a bit of, I told the neighbor once, I got mad at him because he's this weird guy who goes around leaving garbage all on people's cars because he thinks that they're littering, namely my car. And he's some sort of guardian of the alley, right? I don't know what the fuck's going on. I said, man, I think you need to get some help. I think you've got some mental issues. I actually said that to him once, and his response to me was, no, I think it's you. I think it's you. Oh, okay. You think it's me? Okay. I'm not the one going around leaving little garbage all over the place. Some sort of garbage Johnny Appleseed. I don't know. But that's what's happening here. Okay? But the universe is showing them, hey man, time to go. Time to make some changes. No. Taking the magician, twisting it, defensive to it, making it more palatable to them. And what's palatable to them is trying again to make something work. And that's exactly what's here. And that's why I read this originally as a 74 Pinto. Now, let's grab the witches. Let's see what else. Let's cut the witches. All right? Let's first cut the witches. Everybody block your nose. We're going to cut the witches. You don't want to smell the witches, man. I'm telling you. All right, here we go. 3 cards and a crossing card. What else you want to tell everybody? I don't know if it wants to talk about the F side or DM side. I do not know. But I will take this right here. All right? Boom, boom, boom. All right, 3 cards and a bottom card. What else you want to tell everybody? Now, this is an important lesson for this side. It's always helpful to learn about other people. Watch other people. Other people can either teach you how to be better, or teach you how, or show you what not to do. One or the other. This is an energy of this is what happens when you don't listen to the energy around you. When you keep sticking your hand in the meat grinder. When you twist the truth. The universe is very clear here. It's time for a change on this side. Time to get rid of the 74 Pinto. No. The logic is backwards here. Right? Over here, it's beautiful energy. Take this opportunity. You've got a real opportunity for victory here. It's up to your free will to change, to figure out where you're going. Not change some things, but make a plan. Look at your options. And looking at and seeing that you have more than one option can really boost your confidence. It really can. And again, that thin band of people, I'm still feeling it, wondering why nothing's happening. You say things are going to happen and nothing happens. Or I'm just wondering why nothing's happening and why it's taking so long. You're manifesting nothing happening by saying that to yourself, by putting that out there, by feeling that way. It's not what you think about, it's what you feel. It's the energy you feel that you put out there. You're manifesting that. Stop it. Take this opportunity instead where nothing's happening. Because you got a 4 of Swords there. It's a fucking void energy, and now we know why nothing's happening in the moment here. Take this opportunity to look at your options. See what you can do. If nothing's happening, look, the universe is presenting you. It will present you if you relax with some options to look at. So make something happen if nothing's happening. Don't whine about nothing happening. What the hell? What good is that? All right, here we go. 3 cards and a bottom card. I don't know if it wants to talk about you or this side or I don't know. But the bottom card's a 9 of Cups. That's pretty good. It'd be crossing the center card I pull. 2 of Cups. That's pretty good. 4 of Pentacles. Oh, I like that. I like that in this context. This is the base energy. These are red, center, left, right. Or what would have been, or center, top, bottom in this case, right? Normally I would lay them out across. I just don't have room. What's red with the 2 of Cups? The 8 of Swords. Okay, yeah. I've got someone here. They're talking about this side. I've got someone here, you have a very strong soul connection with whoever this is. Okay? I think you're free. The DF side feels free to move on, free to look at other options, free to see other people, free to do whatever. Okay? Whoever this is one specific energy. This is not all of the soulmates attached to you. I want to promise you that. This is one specific motherfucking energy who's seen way too many Chuck Norris movies and thinks that one person can take on six. Very, very defensive toward what the universe is showing them. I get that. All right? I get it. This is a very strong soul connection that you have with whoever this is. They just get in their head. They just feel like there's a lack of confidence here. But the universe is saying, you might ask, well, why don't they just take a chance and come this way? And they leave their comfort zone, leave whatever it is. This person here, there's a lot of fear. There's all kinds of fear. This person, whoever this is, has a fear with the Nine of Cups crossing the Four of Pentacles. They have a fear of actually being happy. All right? And that happens. That is a thing. A fear of actually being happy. You can look at it as the prisoner who's been in prison for 20 years. We've talked about that before. And you open the door and you say you're free. Right? Oh man, they think about it. That's scary. That's scarier than staying for another 20 to them. It's the same energy, same frequency of energy can play out 1,000 different ways. In this case here, it's somebody who's been miserable for so long, they're afraid of being happy. They almost feel trapped by your connection because it feels really good, it feels really balanced, but they don't know how to react to it. So the net result, even though it makes them very happy, it's something they would want, is to pull back. And the only place they have to pull back to is the same old, same old. It's just something that has to play out. It's something that, with this specific energy, they have to learn. They have to keep going. What will happen? I don't know. Let's see. Let's grab this. I'll take this card out. Okay. So if they keep going with this here, all right, what's likely to happen here? I'm going to say what's happening here this time around when they try to keep this. Okay? When they try to keep whatever it is again and just pull back. Let's see what happens. Let's ask the universe to be predictive real quick. One card and a crossing card. Let's ask the universe to be predictive. All right? Let's go. So, they decide, well, they make up their own truth. Stay where they're at. The Fool and the Wheel of Fortune. Well, the Fool, I'd be helpful if I put them on camera. The Fool is the 0 card in the Major Arcana. Somebody realizes that it's not going to work. And they do something different at some point. I'm not going to say next time they do something different. That's too much predicting. But I will say that at some point, the wheel turns and somebody just takes a leap of faith. And if you think about it, we all get to that point. We all get to that point at some point where we're afraid to do something, and then, at some point we're just not afraid to do it. And we just take a chance. And that's what the universe is saying here. 10, the Wheel of Fortune is a 10. 10's at the end, dead end, that lead to a new beginning. But somebody's got to live through this. Somebody's got to stick their hand in the meat grinder at least one more time, probably a couple more times. Somebody's got to get real about what the universe is trying to show them. I see the DF side getting real. I saw the DF side getting real with this same Sun Hierophant type shit in the thank you reading that I did earlier today. I mean, it's just what it is. That's your reading here. This is beautiful. Take advantage of it. Pay attention to what I said. If you're wondering why nothing's happening, stop it. Make something happen. There's opportunity in this energy to view some options, some things, make some plans. Making plans is doing something, right? It gives you hope for the future. It gives you something to look forward to, all right? All right. Anyway, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right? Good luck.